Ever wondered how top companies like Apple and Google create user centered products that people love? Or are you struggling with extending your skills for research and don't have enough knowledge about different research methods? Hello, everyone. Welcome to Design Tales. Today, we are going to discuss a very interesting topic where we will uncover 10 different research methods which will help you in most of the product life cycles. It will also help product teams to create user centered products. So, what are the takeaways for today? A very high level understanding of 10 different research methods. There is no priority of order here. Along with high level understanding, we'll also have a look at different examples where I'll try to attempt to give examples of applying this particular research method in different scenarios or domains or conducting this by different ways. For example, face to face versus virtual or online or telecalling. And I'll try to give those examples wherever applicable or possible. So let's start with first research method, which is called field observation or field studies. A research technique that involves observing and documenting the behavior of user to gather the information about their behaviors, attitudes, and cultural context. So what are the few examples where you can apply this research method? You can conduct field observation in a public park to gather the information about the behavior and activities of people while using the park. You can conduct field observation in a very busy mall to gather the information about shopping habits and behavior of a consumer. You can also conduct field observation in a hospital or healthcare setup to gather the information about behavior and experiences of patients and healthcare providers. Now let's move ahead and understand second research method, that is called user interviews. This is the research technique where you can conduct in-depth one-on-one conversation with users to gather the information about their experiences, thoughts, and opinions. This is a well-known method. A lot of designers or product people might know about it. So, what are the different examples where you can apply this research method? You can conduct face-to-face interview with users to understand their experiences while using financial management app. Or you can also conduct a remote video call with users to understand their needs and pain points while buying a home. Or you can conduct a series of in-depth interviews with users to understand their experiences while using fitness tracking app. Or you can also conduct phone interview with users to understand their preferences when it comes to food delivery services. So let's move on with the third research method, which is called participatory design or co-creation. This is a unique research method where we involve directly user as an active participant in the entire design process, where we gather the information about their needs and preferences or even ideas for a particular product or a service. So where can you apply this particular research method? You can conduct participatory design or co-creation with young rural population to understand and gather information about their aspirations of owning a shop or designing the shop according to the consumers in rural setup. You can also conduct participatory design or co-creation with teachers to understand their needs and preferences about new learning management system. Or you can conduct the same method with patients to understand their needs and preferences about creating this new medical device. The fourth research method is called surveys, a quantitative research method for gathering the data from large number of participants through self-administered questionnaires or interviews. So where can you apply this particular research method? You can conduct an online survey with users to understand their satisfaction level of banking experience with a specific brand. You can conduct web-based survey with car buyers to understand their decision-making process or preferences. Or you can also conduct a physical survey by visiting a mall to gather the feedback on newly launched skincare products. Or you can conduct email-based survey with employees to understand their satisfaction level of work environments and benefits. Now the fifth research method, which is called usability testing, an evaluation method which involves observing users while they complete the task with a product or prototype, while also observing their behavior and understand the improvement areas for any product or a prototype. So what are the different examples where you can apply this research method? You can conduct an in-person usability session where you can ask user to search items in the navigation by giving them a scenario and by using think aloud method. You can also conduct moderated usability session where you can ask user to complete set of tasks on the grocery app. You can also conduct unmoderated usability testing session where you can ask users to complete series of tasks on web app by using remote testing tool that records users feedback and interactions. You can also conduct gorilla session where you can visit in public spaces or visit different restaurants to test the different menu options and how people choose options or items from the menu, or which offers they generally prefer while opting for certain menu. Now the sixth research method, which is called focus groups, a group discussion led by a moderator to gain insights into attitude, opinion, and behavior of a target audience. So, what are the few examples where you can apply this particular research method? You can conduct a focus group with students where they are discussing about their experiences of student loan repayment app, or you can also conduct a focus group with parents where they are discussing about their needs and pain points of parenting app. You can also conduct focus group discussion with senior citizens where they are discussing about their preferences about new technologies or devices. Now the next, which is seventh research method, which is called contextual inquiry. Research method which takes place in the user's natural environment to better understand their motivations and behaviors. You can conduct an observation and interview with a retailer while they are talking to their customers, or they are promoting a certain brand, or they are using a scanning app for billing. You can also interview them while they are conducting these tasks. You can also conduct an observation of a user using self-serve desk for billing while at a grocery store. You can conduct an interview with a nurse while administering the medicines to the patients to understand her pain points, workflow, and preferences to finish her job successfully. You can also conduct an observation and interview session with a teacher while he is conducting a classroom session to understand how technology is integrated well into the curriculum. Now let's move to the eighth research technique, that is called competitive analysis. This is a secondary research type which involves studying and comparing features, design, and user experience of a product with its competitors. What are the few examples where you can apply this research technique? You can conduct competitive analysis of a social media platform to identify what features and functionalities are missing in order to create a new platform which offers something unique. You can also conduct competitive analysis for wearable devices where you can understand what functionalities and design elements are most popular amongst the user, and also understand areas of improvements to create a better product for the user. You can conduct competitive analysis for video streaming services to understand what type of content is popular amongst the user and what type of functionalities and interfaces user prefer the most, and based on that you can understand the gap for disruption. Now the ninth research method, which is called A/B testing, an experimentation method which compares two versions of a product to determine which one performs better. So what are the few examples where you can apply the A/B testing research method? Conducting A/B testing for two different copy variations to determine which one has the higher click-through rate, or conducting A/B testing for two different pricing models to determine which one leads to more sale, or even conducting A/B testing for two different landing page designs to understand which one has the higher conversion rate. Now let's move to the last research method, that is called diary studies. A research technique which involves asking users to keep a journal or a diary over the period of time to gather the information around their experiences, thoughts, and behaviors about a particular product or a service. What are the few examples of this particular research method? Conducting diary study to gather the information about eating habits and food choices of a user over the period of time in order to inform the design of a nutrition app. Or conducting a diary study to gather the information about daily commuting experiences of a user over the period of time in order to inform the design of a transportation app. So these are the 10 different research methods which we have uncovered today. If you think you have learned something or you like this particular topic or information, then do press the like button. Follow any channel you like from here, or you can also subscribe to this particular channel so that you never miss an update. I'll see you next time. For now, bye bye.